entire life, people have been telling me I need either a TV show or to write a book or some kind of outlet. And unfortunately, I don't have a Netflix in, and writing's like really hard. So here I am yapping into a microphone in my bedroom. Welcome to Spill the Trauma, Keep the Drama. I'm your host, Kayla. If you're wondering about the title, Spill the Trauma, Keep the Drama, it's not about holding on to negativity. It's about owning your story, finding the lessons in the chaos. Like, I guess finding silver lining in everything, and not letting anyone silence you. Your voice is important. Life's messy sometimes, and the drama is part of what makes us who we are. But here, we're turning all the drama into lessons and growth, one story at a time. So, in this podcast, I'm going to be sharing wild, messy, and sometimes unbelievable stories. From dysfunctional families and narcissists to so many bad decisions. I'll take you through the moments that shaped me into who I am today. Some stories are going to shock you, some will make you laugh or make you cry, but it's not all going to be drama. I'm also going to be sharing the lessons that I learned along the way. Because the world is a literal dumpster fire right now, I also want to include a segment called The Drama Beyond the Drama, where we'll take a couple minutes to discuss like what's going on in the world, and then we'll discuss how it's affecting us, what we can do to cope. We're living through really difficult, gross times. So I think it's really important that we have a space to like come together as a community and discuss and just be together and support each other. Before we dive in, I want to make this so crystal clear. I am not a licensed professional. I'm just a girl. I'm just a girl in my bedroom with a microphone and a lot of stories to share, and also a passion for helping others. What I share here is based on my personal experience and the resources I found helpful along the way. If you're struggling, please reach out to a licensed therapist or counselor who can provide the support that you might need. So the thing about trauma is it's a lot to go through. And while people love to say, and I find this so annoying, but people love to be like, it builds character. You don't need to live with it or let it keep hurting you or hurt the people around you. Healing is possible, but it's not one size fits all. What works for me might not work for you, and that's okay. Therapy might not be your thing, or maybe you need a specific type of therapy. Maybe you're into shadow work, journaling, meditation, or something else entirely. The point is, there are so many ways to heal, and no one's journey is gonna look like yours. I've been diagnosed with PTSD by a professional, and I'll dive deeper into that in future episodes for sure. But I also am going to touch on different kinds of trauma, like cultural trauma, religious trauma, and the ways that they've shaped me. I know these are heavy topics, but they're important to unpack because they affect us all in so many ways that we don't even realize. So I'm also going to be talking about my spiritual journey. To be honest, I'm really nervous about this because I don't want people to judge me or think I'm crazy or take it the wrong way. But the truth is, spirituality has been a huge part of my healing process. So last year, the universe basically kicked my ass the entire year. And it was a really, really hard year for me. I had to hit the lowest low to finally be open-minded enough to begin my healing. And while I'm not saying everyone needs to go through the worst of the worst to begin healing, your healing starts whenever you decide you're ready. I'm not gonna lie to you, it's a lot of work, like so much work. But I do think it's worth it. I started the journey and I'm happier and lighter and more calm than I've ever been before, and I do recommend doing the work. But for me, I had to endure and go through a lot of pain before I could truly begin my spiritual side of healing. So I've been advocating for my own mental health since I was 18. When I was 18 and in college, I knew that I needed help, and not everyone has that introspection, and that's okay. If you feel like you don't know where to start, that's one of the reasons why I am here, is because going through life and just meeting different people, I've come across so many people that have gone through similar experiences or have been like struggling with different things. And like that was one of the main reasons I wanted to make this podcast, is to be kind of a beacon for others that aren't really sure where to start with their mental health journey. And so if you do feel like you need help or resources, hit me up on Insta at Spill the Trauma, Keep the Drama, and I'll do everything I can to connect with you, to either connect you with resources or just lend an ear. But yeah, that's a really big reason why I wanted to start this podcast. So what I'm not doing here is trying to play victim or dwell on the past. I'm really here to show how even the messiest experiences can lead to growth, and maybe to help you feel less alone in your own journey. If you're ready for raw stories, zero filter, and a whole lot of messy lore, hit subscribe and DM me on Insta to let me know what you want to hear about first. Spoiler for our premiere episode. In the first episode, I'm going to be talking about abusive workplaces. I've worked at a couple, and I'll also be talking about toxic management and how I learned that sometimes losing your job is better than losing yourself. Thanks for being here. Let's spill some trauma.